Hello everyone, this is Danielle. I haven't done a video in a very long time, but this video I just wanted to make about my experience taking NCLEX. And I wanted to share with others to, how my experience went, and then also to my other peers that are going to be future nurses about how the NCLEX experience is. So I took my NCLEX on Monday, and it's not a very hard process, but I think it's like hard because you're so nervous when you're gonna go take your NCLEX for the first time. So I went to the testing center early at 7:30 in the morning. I went in and I checked in, and they gave you a piece of paper to reading about the terms and how you are not allowed to talk about the test to anyone, that you agree to these terms and have your results be sent out to your school. So I read the guidelines, and then I gave it back to the girl, and she gave me a number one placard. So she checked me in. She asked for my ID. She scanned my palm on a little scanner on both hands, and then I had to turn off my phone, and I had to put it in a baggie that they gave to me. And if there was any tampering with the bag, then that was an automatic. They can press charges against you, thinking that you sabotaged, or you got the phone and you did something with it during NCLEX. So I got all my stuff. I put it in the cubby. The guy calls me in first, and I'm nervous, but I went in there, and there's a room, and he has monitors, and with all the monitors, there's into another room where there's a bunch of cubicles in the back, and each cubicle has its own computer, so they also let you know that you're being recorded, videotaped, and audio taped. So you're recorded throughout the whole time, and they're monitoring you, making sure there's like no cheating involved. So they take it very seriously. So he scanned my palms, he checked my ID, and he took me to a computer. So I sat down, I had to do like a little tutorial, and then I started taking my test. And I know I was very nervous, very scared. I did the first couple of questions, and I was like, okay, this seems simple. And the more I did questions, the more it got harder. And then I started getting like I wasn't sure if I was getting it right or not, or I would narrow it down to two questions. I mean, not two questions, two answers. And I was feeling kind of confident. And on NCLEX RN, the minimum is 75 questions now, and the maximum is 265. So usually a lot of people who get 75, they either did really well or they did really bad. Same as if you get 265. Well, I thought I was gonna get 75 because I've been using UWorld and doing 75 questions every day. So I thought I was going to get 75 questions. So once I hit 75, I thought I was gonna be done. No, I wasn't. It kept going and going and going. Then I hit 100, and I was very tired at this point. I mean, I had a very light breakfast because I was so nervous. So once I hit 100, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna keep going. So then I hit 150. I was getting even more nervous, and I was starting to panic. I felt my heart beating. I took some deep breaths, and I was like, okay, I just gotta keep going. And then all of a sudden, my screen went blank, and it was telling me if I wanted to take a break, and it was already like 2 hours into taking the test. They give you a couple of breaks when you're taking the test, but time will keep going. They'll stop where your question's at, but time will continue. And I didn't want to take a break, so I kept taking the exam. And so then I hit 200, and I was so tired at this point. I was getting a headache. I was feeling very discouraged. I felt like I was failing. I felt like I didn't know the questions as well as I should have, or I had it narrowed down to two. And again, it's like both of them seemed right, but which one is the most right one? It's like that meme you see on social media. There's a bunch of oranges, and the question is, well, which one's the most orange? Well, they all look orange. So I had some difficulties with that. But then my computer shut off again, and it was at the 3 hour mark. And I forgot to mention that with NCLEX, they give you a total of 6 hours to take the exam. So I finally hit 265. I made it at the end. I was tired, and at the end they make you do like a survey, and they do give you some practice questions that don't count towards your NCLEX. So I I did that real quickly. It was like already 1 o'clock. I started my test at 8, and I got out and got my stuff out, and they checked the little baggie to make sure you didn't tamper with it, and they give you your phone back and your ID. They scan your palms again, and then you get to leave. So I called my folks to come pick me up, and they asked me, how did it go? And I started crying. I felt horrible. I felt like I failed. I didn't pass, and I just cried. I cried. My dad and my mom were consoling me, and I felt bad. And I didn't know what to do. They took me out. They brought me back home. Um, I got back home and I was sad again, so I cried. I cried some more. I really did. It's very emotional because with this exam, it's like this depending on the job that I was gonna get. I had a contingent job offer, and I had to pass this exam to get my license in order to keep the job. If I didn't pass the exam, then I wouldn't have had the job. I would have lost it. And then this exam cost me over $500. So it's like I don't have that kind of money to fork up another 500 to retake this exam if I wanted to retake it soon. And it was just, very stressful. This exam and everything. And it was really like it really was a big important part of my career. So the next couple of days, it was like torture. I was checking online. I was checking to see if my name would pop up on the Board of Nursing website. I kept looking. I typed it in. I checked on Breezy account that's connected to the Board of Nursing to say if you get a license or not. It says they kept saying no license available. And oh my god. So it was Tuesday night going into Wednesday morning. It was like around 12 o'clock midnight, and thankfully I saw my name on the website, and then I also saw on my Breezy account that I did have the license. So I started crying in my room. My mom and dad were sleeping. I went to my dad. I cried to my dad. I woke him up and told him, Dad, I got my license. And he was very proud and very happy. And then I went to go tell my mama, who was, very sleepy. She was already asleep. I told her, and she was very proud. And I was such in a good mood. It was like I accomplished what I wanted to do, and I achieved my greatest dream of being a registered nurse with a bachelor's. And just to see my name now as Danielle Rodriguez RN BSN, and it's took 8 years to get to where I'm at now. And like I said before, I never thought I would be able to come to this point. But again, I keep saying the same thing, but it is from the love and support from family and friends that have been there through me throughout my whole journey. And those that know my story, they do know how hard it's been. And there's times where I thought I wouldn't, make it to this point. So this is, like also not only to tell you about NCLEX, but also a thank you video as well to you guys. I really appreciate it, and I can't thank you enough. So I will start working in March. I got all the paperwork done. I have done my background check, gone through human resources, and I'll start my orientation in March. So I'm gonna start working right away. So as of right now, I'm just trying to relax. I got a little sick afterwards, so now I'm recovering for that if you hear me sound a little nasally. But it's like I'm on cloud nine. I still can't believe that I'm actually a nurse. It's like I'm Nurse Danielle, Nurse Rodriguez. So it's really humbling to be able to have that title. And having that title is like just shows that's I made my ultimate goal. Achieved my goal, my dream, and I can go off, help people, I have a solid career, I can do many things with my license. I can go to different fields if I want to, but as of right now, I'll be working at a hospital, so that's where I'll be doing for the next couple years, hopefully for my lifetime, as long as I'm allowed to. So again, when you go take NCLEX, just be confident, make sure you study, don't wait last minute to study, because that's not going to help you. And even if you don't feel like you did well, don't doubt yourself, have more confidence, like what my aunt told me. And I know I need to have more confidence in myself. So a funny thing, I told my brother when I took the exam on Monday, I cried. I told him I cried, I'm very upset. And he's like, well, you don't know if you passed or not. You need to relax. And then when I told him the day when I found out I passed, he's like, you know what? Look, Danielle, you cried for nothing. You wasted a lot of tears for nothing. You passed. Good for you. So, again, thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching this video, and any of my friends that have questions about NCLEX that are going to take it soon or just want to know about it some more, you can message me and I'll gladly help you out as best as I can, because I did a lot of asking questions and talking to people on various Facebook pages of nursing for help too, so I would gladly help others like how others have helped me. So thank you, everybody. Have a good evening, and thank you for watching my video. God bless, and I love you guys. Thanks. Bye.